Hey everyone, Sleepy here. I'm going to keep this quick. Star Trek Discovery Season 4 has returned from its mid-season break with the episode All In. Great episode. At the end, we got some more information on what exactly this anomaly is, and some clues about what or who species 10C could be. Here's my theory. Okay, so we found out the anomaly is essentially a giant vacuum cleaner. It's a mining apparatus to gather boronite, which exists naturally in the Star Trek universe in very small quantities. If you get enough, you can synthesize Omega. Interesting. Burnham was able to acquire some star charts to map out the location of where species 10C is located, about 30 light years outside of the galactic barrier. Now, whoever this species is has created a Dyson sphere-ish of radio waves, which is described in the episode as like a Faraday cage. No one can see in what they're doing. And it's a massive area. The equivalent of almost to Earth's orbit. Okay, so let's think about this. Who likes Omega? The Borg. And as we've seen in Voyager, with 1, what happens when Borg technology is introduced to 29th century emitter technology, the Borg seem to move on from assimilation as a means of growing their collective, with being able to just take a genetic sample from any old human being, or humanoid for that matter, and being able to grow a drone. Now, obviously, this was what happens when you put 24th century Borg and 29th century technology together, but it's reasonable to assume that the evolution of the Borg would happen in the same way, that they would move past assimilating everything in their path, and they would move to just gathering information. Very, very interesting. So what can we say about the 32nd century Borg that we haven't really heard of all that much? I think there was one throwaway comment about the Borg since we jumped to the 32nd century. Okay, so let's think about this for a minute. The Borg don't care if they just run someone over. Okay? That sounds like the mining apparatus that's basically just dredging for boronite. Interesting. And as we all know, the Borg worship Omega. And they are probably quite well versed in Starfleet directives, and they know the Omega directive that if they were discovered to be trying to create Omega, Starfleet would be up their ass. So this leads me to believe species 10C are the 32nd century equivalent of the Borg. They set up shop right outside the galactic barrier, knowing that almost every species that has warp technology or greater in the Milky Way is going to have trouble getting outside. They're the Borg. I'm sure they're able to. If my theory is correct that they've moved past just assimilating for numbers, they've moved on to intellectual and enlightenment in a Borg kind of way, and they're really focused on this Omega. And why do I say it's Borg and not like, I can't pronounce it, Silalis? Or what? It's in the books. One of the origin stories for the Borg. The one thing I don't really buy into that theory is the fact that I think even if they're much more technologically advanced than us, they still would probably not destroy an entire planet. Just saying. The Borg, on the other hand, don't care. They really don't care. Everyone is an ant to them. And that's probably being too nice. So, what do you think? Do you think that species 10C is really the Borg? Or whatever the Borg is in this 32nd century? Or maybe even the Borg, not collective, but the Borg cooperative? I don't think so, but I'm just throwing it out there. You have any other ideas or theories? I would love to know, because obviously I'm really thinking the species is malevolent to the point where there has to be something there, that they're willing to do this with no rhyme or reason for whatever, without caring about wiping out billions or trillions of individuals. So let me know in the comments, and hopefully next time I will stare at the camera better. Whatever. Like, subscribe. Till later.